Hey, this is Jeff coming at you. I'm smiling right now, but about an hour ago I got some pretty bummer news. We've been growing online marketing real hard. For the past year, it's grown a lot. At one point, it was covering 100% of our overhead, and the rest of the work was web design. Right now, it's at about 79% of our overhead. But what I found out today was one of our largest customers. They've been on us with a retainer since April, and it's mid-August. It's 60 hours a month is really boiling that retainer down. It'll probably be 6 to 8 hours a month. It's going to be project-based, just graphic design, not the online marketing components. So I was really bummed, and I've been working on this technique to deal with it personally first because, it hurts. It sucks. And one new thing I've been doing, not only with this problem but other problems, is asking how I feel. So instead of going, oh, well, the customer did this and we did that, and we shoulda, coulda, woulda, all that mess, like, what am I bummed out about right now? What do I feel? And I feel fear, right? Because obviously I want that 60-hour retainer. 2, I'm a little disappointed we couldn't perform to the level that was needed, even though there was quite a bit of misalignment there. And, we want to do a better job, so I feel disappointed. And I feel fearful that recurring revenue is now taking a hit by 13%. Overall revenue, this affects it by about 9%. So that's what I'm asking, how I feel, and that lets me process it a little better. And then secondly, there's 4 takeaways, 4 lessons I learned from this. I do my best to make sure no client is over 10% of our gross monthly revenue. So in this case, this client was 9% of the total revenue. We always do a post-mortem on why the client left. In this case, there's quite a few reasons. And then 3, we measure our attrition rate. Because as we grow in online marketing, not all the customers have stayed around as long as the ones that have just been forever with us and are kind of anchor customers by default, right? The rest left. So finally, 4, got to do great work and stay abreast and ahead of customers to anticipate these changes or deal with these problems. So I'll close with a quote from Heraclitus, if I'm saying this right. He said this. He's a famous Greek philosopher, and he's known for his doctrine of change, that change is central to the universe. And his quote says this, you probably recognize it. He's quoted as saying, the only constant is change. The only constant is change. So I can tell myself no client is forever. Our business and our team hasn't been forever. It's on year 11. Forever it didn't exist. And who knows how long it'll last in the short future in the grand scheme of things. Everything is changing. I'm older now than when I started this video. No wave in the ocean is exactly the same. No sunset is exactly the same. So this too shall pass, and I shall overcome these feelings of fear and disappointment and move on. So hopefully this post and video encouraged you. Subscribe to the email newsletter, and you'll be hearing from me soon.